there, urban adventurers and culture seekers. Ready to discover a city where cowboy boots meet contemporary art and where you can go from riding waves to scaling peaks in a single day? Welcome to Beyond Best Places, where we're about to uncover the many layers of Calgary, Alberta's vibrant metropolis that's so much more than just a gateway to the Rockies. City meets nature. Forget everything you thought you knew about city breaks. Calgary's got a wild side that'll make you question the very definition of urban. Kick off your Calgary adventure at the heart of it all, Prince's Island Park. This urban oasis isn't just a pretty face. It's a stage, a dining room, and a playground all rolled into one. Time your visit for the Calgary Folk Music Festival when the island transforms into a musical utopia. Now, who's ready to catch some waves? In the prairies. You heard that right. Head to the city's west end and you'll find Canada's first urban whitewater park. At Harvey Passage, kayakers and river surfers ride the Bow River's rapids against a backdrop of skyscrapers. Don't know how to kayak? No problem. Sign up for a lesson and soon you'll be paddling like a pro. For a bird's eye view of this city meets nature vibe, make your way to Scotsman's Hill. It's a local secret that offers the best views of the skyline, with the Saddle Dome and Calgary Tower standing proud against the backdrop of the Rockies. Bring a picnic, watch the sun dip below the mountains, and pinch yourself. Yes, this is still the same city you were surfing in just hours ago. Time travel adventures. Next, we're about to embark on a journey through time Calgary style. Let's start by winding the clock way back. We're talking 75 million years. At the Royal Tyrrell Museum, just a short drive from Calgary and Drumheller, you'll come face to face with some of Alberta's oldest residents. We've got dinosaurs, and not just any dinosaurs. This place houses one of the world's largest displays of full dinosaur skeletons. Stand in the shadow of a T-Rex, marvel at the horned Styracosaurus, and ponder life in the Cretaceous period. Fast forward a few million years to the 1800s. At Heritage Park Historical Village, you're not just looking at history, you're living it. Ride a thundering steam train, barter with costume traders, and try your hand at vintage Midway games. Culinary adventures. This one's for the foodies because Calgary's culinary scene is about to take you on a wild ride. Let's start with a Calgary classic. But fair warning, it's not for the faint of heart. We're talking about prairie oysters, and no, they don't come from the sea. These are bull testicles, usually battered and fried. At Bottle Screw Bill's pub during Stampede season, you can even compete in a prairie oyster eating contest. Will you be up for it? If that's a bit too adventurous, fear not. Calgary's got flavors for every palate. Take a stroll down International Avenue for a global food tour. From Vietnamese PHO to Jamaican jerk chicken, this stretch of 17th Avenue SE is a United Nations of cuisine. Don't miss Murchi Restaurant for some of the best Pakistani food this side of Karachi. And for dessert, 2 words, Righteous Gelato. This local gem churns out flavors that are anything but ordinary. For the artistic soul. If you're someone that loves art, Calgary's creative spirit is as wild and untamed as the nearby Rockies. Start your artistic journey in the community of Inglewood. The Inglewood Night Markets transform this historic neighborhood into an open-air gallery, with local artists showcasing everything from hand-blown glass to upcycled steampunk jewelry. Time your visit right, and you might catch a pop-up performance by local musicians or fire dancers. For a grittier art experience, head to the Beltline. Here, the buildings themselves are canvases. The Bump Festival has turned the neighborhood into a massive outdoor gallery. Download their app for a self-guided tour or join one of their cycling mural tours. Now, let's step into the future at the TELUS Spark Science Center. But we're not here for the science. Well, not just for the science. Their digital immersion gallery is where art meets technology in the most spectacular way. Step into a room where floor-to-ceiling projections surround you with moving art. 1 minute, you're in a Van Gogh painting. The next, you're swimming with bioluminescent creatures. It's the closest thing to stepping inside an artist's imagination. Thrill Seeker's Haven. Next up, we've found something uniquely Calgary, urban snowboarding at Winsport's Canada Olympic Park. Can't you just see yourself carving down the slopes with the city skyline as your backdrop? It's the perfect mix of urban vibes and snowy adventure that's hard to find anywhere else. But the excitement doesn't stop with the snow. Winsport is also home to North America's fastest zip line. Just imagine the rush as you zip down the same track used in the 1988 Olympic bobsled event, hitting speeds of up to 140 km/h. It's the kind of experience that gets your heart racing and leaves you buzzing long after it's over. Who wouldn't be in for something so cool, right? But if you're more into two-wheel adventures, Calgary's Nose Hill Park is a hidden gem right in the city. With 11 square kilometers of rugged terrain, it's a mountain biker's dream. The single-track trails wind through wild grasses and native plants, offering some epic city views along the way. And since this is still wild Canada, don't be surprised if you cross paths with a coyote or a deer while you're out there. Now, if you're up for pushing your limits, Calgary's close proximity to the Rockies opens up even more possibilities. While most people hit the usual tourist spots, the real thrill seekers should head to Kananaskis country for some Via Ferrata action. At Mount Yamnuska, you can scale steep cliff faces with the help of fixed cables and ladders, making it an accessible yet thrilling adventure. Whether you're an experienced climber or a complete beginner, this guided experience offers jaw-dropping views as your reward. And don't worry, you don't need any climbing experience, just a bit of courage and a love for amazing scenery. If that's not enough, Winsport recently introduced a summer bobsleigh experience. Yep, you read that right. Bobsleigh in the summer. You and your friends can hop into a wheeled bobsleigh and race down the legendary track, guided by a professional pilot. It's a rare chance to feel the G-forces and adrenaline of this winter sport, all while enjoying the warm summer weather. It's definitely a must-try for anyone looking for something different in Calgary. Practical tips. Now we know you're excited, but there's a method to the madness of Calgary. First off, timing is everything. July brings the legendary Calgary Stampede, when the whole city turns into a Western extravaganza. It's a bucket list event for sure, but be prepared for crowded hotels and higher prices. For a more laid-back vibe, consider visiting in September during the Beakerhead Festival. It's like Burning Man meets Science Fair, with giant art installations and quirky events that blend art, science, and engineering. Getting around Calgary is a breeze thanks to the C-Train, the city's light rail system. And here's a local hack. Rides within the downtown core are free. Just hop on and off as you please. For further adventures, consider renting a car. The Rocky Mountains are just an hour's drive away, and trust us, you'll want that freedom to explore. Weather-wise, Calgary can be pretty unpredictable. The city is famous for its Chinooks, warm winds that can raise temperatures by 20 degrees in a matter of hours. So layer up and be prepared for 4 seasons in one day. Lastly, don't be shy about chatting with locals. Calgarians are known for their friendliness, and they're always eager to share their city's hidden gems. As we wrap up our tour of Calgary, we hope you're feeling the urge to book those flights ASAP. This is a city that defies expectations at every turn. Remember, the best adventures happen when you're willing to look beyond the obvious. So travel farther, experience more, and let Calgary surprise you at every turn. Until next time on Beyond Best Places, keep exploring, keep pushing boundaries, and keep your sense of wonder alive.